I keep hearing people say we're getting closer and closer to fascism. Closer? Babe, it's here. You're living in it. You just got so used to the smell, you stopped noticing the smoke. And before you roll your eyes and say, okay, but what even is fascism? It's not some relic of black and white history footage. It's not just swastikas and salutes. It's a mindset, a machine, a political movement that worships strength, demands obedience, crushes dissent, and builds its power by dividing the country into real people and enemies to be destroyed. It wraps itself in flags, claims divine purpose, and tells you that your pain isn't from greed or corruption, it's from them. Immigrants, journalists, educators, activists, anyone who questions the leader. That's how fascism works. It doesn't appear overnight. It seeps in. It wears a suit, not a uniform. It promises safety while dismantling the very rights that make you safe. It teaches you to mistake control for stability and cruelty for strength. So when people say, it can't happen here, I have to laugh. It already has. Fascism didn't crash our democracy overnight. It quietly moved in, rearranged the furniture, and changed the locks. The thing about fascism is it doesn't announce itself. It doesn't say, hey, I'm fascism. It calls itself law and order. It calls itself traditional values. It calls itself making America great again. It happens slowly. A protest labeled terrorism here, a journalist arrested there, a politician rewriting the rules so they never lose power again. Each piece looks political. Together it's structural. You wake up one morning and realize that courts don't mean what they used to. The truth doesn't travel, and fear does the heavy lifting in every debate. That's not a warning. That's a diagnosis. People love to believe fascism is a foreign import, as if this country hasn't been marinating in its ingredients for centuries. White supremacy, stolen land, slave patrols, internment camps, the Red Scare. It's already been here. We just keep rebranding it. America didn't need Mussolini. It had Jim Crow. It had the Klan marching through Washington in 1925. It had politicians who openly admired Hitler's efficiency. We just wrapped it in capitalism and called it freedom and told ourselves it couldn't happen here. But what do you call it when the government wages war on truth tellers? When books vanish from the shelves? When courts are stacked to serve one man's will? When the press is the enemy and protesters are the threat? You call it what it is. You call it fascism. Fascism needs a hero, and ours found one. A man who calls himself the victim of a deep state, who claims divine destiny, who rallies crowds like he's running a church service for grievance. It's not about policy anymore. It's mythology. The strong man who alone can fix it. The chosen one. The savior of the real people from the corrupt elite. And you know what's terrifying? It worked. Because fascism isn't just political. It's emotional. It promises belonging to people who feel abandoned. It feeds on humiliation, on fear, and the need to feel powerful again. That's how it always happens. That's how it happened in Italy and Germany and Spain, and now in America. It's the same damn playbook, just with hashtags and better Wi-Fi. And here's the other truth people don't want to face. Fascism doesn't need everyone to love it. It just needs enough people to look away. The collaborators aren't just the ones waving flags at rallies. They're the neighbors who say, politics isn't my thing. They're the media outlets that both sides every atrocity like it's a football game. They're the politicians who know better but stay quiet because speaking up might cost them votes. This nation is underestimating what's happening badly. People are scrolling past authoritarianism like it's just another headline, pretending it's not that bad because trains still work and the Wi-Fi still runs. But fascism doesn't always come with explosions. Sometimes it comes with convenience. And I'm sorry, but people need to wake the fuck up. Silence isn't neutral. Silence is complicity. Pretending it's not happening, that's how it spreads. Every time someone says, I don't do politics, fascism thanks them for their service. Every time someone says, both sides are the same, fascism grows stronger. This isn't a movie. There's no dramatic score when democracy collapses. It just dissolves into apathy while everyone keeps refreshing their feeds. So what do? We stop pretending it's coming. We start naming it for what it really is, that it's here. We defend truth. We protect protest. We support independent journalism. We refuse to let language be rewritten and history to be erased. We organize, we vote, we build communities that actually give a damn about each other. Fascism feeds on fear and disconnection. Our power is the opposite of that. So yeah, fascism's here, but so are we, and I'll take us any day. This was read directly from my Substack article that I wrote today. Fascism isn't coming to America, it's already here. For all the breakdowns of my reports and for more articles like this, you can subscribe to my Substack. It's free. The link is in the bio. Have a good night. Thanks.